Welcome back, guys. I'm Cody, the Rad Retro Dad, and today we're continuing on my playthrough of the main quest of The Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered. In the last episode, we went to Mankar Cameron's paradise, we defeated him, and we got the Amulet of Kings. So, first, before we continue, I'm going to go rest and level up. Just admiring this awesome looking fire. All right, we're gonna do this, but I gotta go level up first. So let's go sleep. You know, every Elder Scrolls character is just sleep deprived. None of them getting full 8 hours of sleep. Ever. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna increase my speed here. We've been neglecting luck. I'm gonna put as much as I can into luck here. I usually, in these kind of games, I usually upgrade my personality, but the only thing it really affects, I think, is that, like, mini game where you're trying to convince people to like you, and I rarely use it. So I don't know, it's just, I kind of wish that it was like other games like this where it'll give you the choice to, in conversation, if your personality is high enough, then it'll let you persuade them or lie to them or intimidate them. But we're going to put as much into speed as we can. And I think we're just going to do strength. It's been serving us well. It's made the latter half of this
victory, sir.
This playthrough a lot
Good
easier.
evening, sir.
If you've been paying attention, the first half, I struggled. I was dying all the time, and now I can just plow through enemies. Alright, where are we going? What are we doing? Let's get our quest log up, and let's get a recap here. I must escort Martin to the Elder Council chamber in the Imperial Palace to formally present his claim to the Septim throne. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Imperial Palace. Can't remember if I can fast travel or if I have to walk him there.
Sir?
Yes. Either way, I think we're just gonna walk him there. But they're just...
Good evening, sir.
Oh, they're getting their horses. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened to my horse. Maybe if we just like fast travel down here, my horse will just appear. Man, if I'm missing something about how to call your horse or whatever, well, let me know in the comments. I just, for the life of me, cannot figure it out. Sometimes he's there and sometimes he's not.
Greeting.
Now they don't have their horses. Guess we're on equal grounds. Alright, let's just do this. What's the best route to the Imperial Palace? What was that? Oh. Wonder if I can just get a horse, or if this is my horse. There you guys go. I'm just gonna see. I'm just gonna save it really quick. Let's see what happens if I just jump on this horse. Do they even care that I just stole this horse? Alright, off we go. Last time I did this, they got stuck on rocks and all kinds of stuff, so I'm gonna kind of try and stay on the path. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're over here fighting. Alright. Oh no. I'm backing up. Come on, turn around. I hate turning the horse around. It's just so difficult for some reason. Come on, guys. I don't know. Maybe it'd be better to just... Maybe it's just better just to fast travel there instead of worrying about them the whole way. You guys ready for battle?
Let's continue on to the Elder Council chambers. Delay is dangerous. Lead on, my friend.
Let's do it.
Welcome to the Imperial Palace. Welcome to the Imperial Palace.
Where is Martin? I was told that he had arrived in the capital.
I don't know where he is. Oh, here he is. He's coming. Maybe he just had to rehearse his speech or something before walking in. We have arrived in the Elder Council chamber. I must formally present Martin's claim to the Chancellor Occato. I have a hard time with these names. The head of the Elder Council.
I've been expecting you. The full council has already considered the matter of Martin's claim to the Imperial throne in detail.
Martin Septim, on behalf of the Elder Council, I accept your claim to the Imperial...
Chancellor Occato, the city is under attack. Oblivion gates have opened and Daedra are inside the walls. The guard is overwhelmed.
Courage, soldier. We have an emperor again. Your Highness, what are your orders?
Oh.
Shall the guard fall back to the palace?
I'm glad that I saved it right
if we let
before
ourselves
this.
get besieged in the palace, we're doomed. We must get to the Temple of the One immediately.
As you command, sire. Guards, form up and protect the Emperor. To the Temple of the One.
Pro tip, save it before you do this quest, because after you do this quest, all of the Oblivion gates in all of Cyrodiil are closed, and you can't go in and close them anymore. And I personally, after I beat this main quest, I usually will just open an old save and play out the rest of my playthrough and do all the other quests and side quests and faction quests and stuff, because I think it's fun to play Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, with Oblivion gates. And after you do this, they're just gone. You shut them and they are no longer in the world. So if you want to play with Oblivion gates, save it before you do this quest. Alright. The Imperial City is under attack. Oblivion gates have opened all over the city, and Daedra are pouring out. I must escort Martin safely to the Temple of the One, where he can light the dragon fire, close the Oblivion Gate, and save the city.
I fought much more fearsome than you. I swore to die. Just walk, you pathetic worm.
You pathetic worm. Oh, I think this sword is like a little bit better than the one than I have. Let's check it out. Or a lot better. Oh yeah. All right. Where are we going? Out here? Let's talk to Martin really quick. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're moving.
The palace is cut off, sire. We were the last to make it through from the Legion compound. My men and I are at your disposal. What are your orders?
I need to get to the Temple of the One.
going on? I'm stuck. I guess I got cool cocked or something. Sorry, dudes. Don't mean to keep hitting you. Mehrunes Dagon is here. The barriers between Oblivion and Tamriel have been destroyed. Our only hope now is to somehow defeat Mehrunes Dagon and cast him back into Oblivion. Perhaps Martin will know what to do.
We're too late. Mehrunes Dagon is here. Lighting the dragon fires will no longer save us. The barriers that protected us from Oblivion are gone.
Man, move aside there, dude. I can't have this conversation while you're frozen in time. Can we cast him back into Oblivion?
I don't see how. Mortal weapons may hurt him, but now that he is physically here in Tamriel, they have no power to actually destroy him.
What about the Amulet of Kings?
Wait, yes. The amulet was given to mortals by Akatosh. It contains his divine power. But how to use this power against Dagon? The amulet was not intended as a weapon. I have an idea. One last hope. I must reach the dragon fires in the Temple of the One.
But you said it was no use.
You'll just have to trust me. I know now what I was born to do, but I'll need your help. I have to get past Mehrunes Dagon somehow.
I'll get you to the temple.
Then I'll do the rest. Lead on, my friend.
Follow me.
I'm with you.
The palace. The market district was swarming.
Alright, where are we going? This way? Oh, there he is. He's not doing much. Wonder if I could just defeat him. Just hammer away at his feet. Oh man, I'm gonna die. I shouldn't have done that. He just kicked me. Gone, dead. I don't think there's any way that you can defeat him. Alright, we already read this.
We're too late. Mehrunes Dagon is here. Lighting the dragon fires will no longer...
Yep.
I don't see how. Wait, yes. The amulet was... But how to... I have an idea. You'll just... Then I'll do the... Lead on.
Okay, follow
I'm
me.
with you.
Oh, sorry, dude. Alright, I think we gotta run past him. Just go! He's so big, he'll get stuck. I don't know where I'm going here. Okay, let's see if my map can show me. Oh, okay, so we gotta go this way, we gotta go through the door. just kind of like just oafing around. Martin and I are inside the Temple of the One. I must get Martin to the Dragonfire, or all hope is lost. Where is he? Oh, there he is.
I do what I must do. I cannot stay to rebuild Tamriel. That task falls to others. Farewell. You've been a good friend in the short time that I've known you. But now I must go. The dragon waits.
Oh, man. That's right, he turns into a dragon. I forgot about that. Then I think they, like, turn into stone. It's like a statue. There's nothing you can do. Just sit here and watch. Kind of like an interactive cutscene. Oh, the lighting is so cool.
The amulet is shattered. Dagon is defeated. With the dragon's blood and the amulet of kings, we have sealed the gates of Oblivion. Forever. The last of the Septims passes now into history. I go gladly, for I know my sacrifice is not in vain. I take my place with my father, and my father's fathers. The third age has ended, and a new age dawns. When the next Elder Scroll is written, you shall be its scribe. The shape of the future, the fate of the Empire. These things now belong to you.
Light the dragon fires. Martin shattered the Amulet of Kings and transformed himself into the avatar of Akatosh, the dragon god of time. In dragon form, he banished Mehrunes Dagon to Oblivion and ended the Oblivion Crisis, and then vanished. Whether he is dead or has ascended to join his ancestors, Tiber Septim, his ancestors, Tiber Septim, no one knows.
What happened? Where's Martin? I must congratulate him. Mehrunes Dagon is defeated. Cast back into Oblivion. We've won!
Oh, I hate to break the bad news to you, but Martin is gone.
What do you mean, gone? We saw the temple dome explode. The avatar of Akatosh appear. That was Martin?
Unfortunately, yes. He shattered the amulet.
The joined blood of kings and gods. The amulet of kings. The divine power of Akatosh.
And Martin's blood, too.
Then Martin is gone.
But the gates are sealed.
Yes, sealed forever. Mehrunes Dagon and his ilk can never threaten Tamriel again. Martin is dead, but he died an emperor and a hero to rival Tiber Septim.
What about the Empire?
This victory is not without cost. We've lost Martin Septim. What an emperor he might have made. His sacrifice was necessary, but it leaves the Empire without an emperor. I don't know what happens now. There are troubled times ahead for the Empire.
But now is not the time to worry about the future. Let's just give thanks that we're alive!
Champion of Cyrodiil, Elder Council, and Martin.
In my capacity as Lord High Chancellor of the Elder Council, I hereby proclaim you Champion of Cyrodiil. And, as a small token of gratitude for your service to the Empire, I have ordered a suit of Imperial Dragon armor made for you.
Elder Council.
We are now the stewards of the Empire. We can hold the Empire together in the short term. But to be honest, I don't know what will happen. The provinces have been restive for years, even before the latest crisis. With no legitimate claimant for the Dragon Throne, troubled times lie ahead.
Imperial Dragon armor.
Imperial Dragon armor is normally worn only by the Emperor himself, but you deserve no less, Champion.
And Martin?
I know he's gone. As the Chancellor of the Elder Council, my concern now is how to choose his successor.
All right.
You have earned the highest rank possible in the Order of the Dragon, the illustrious Order of Imperial Knights, founded by Martin Septim himself. It is a high honor. Only 6 other champions have been awarded in the history of the Empire.
I'm honored.
The dragon will stand forever as a memorial to what you and Martin did for all of Tamriel.
There it is. He is now just a big statue of a dragon. Kind of cool at night with the Milky Way behind it. Alright, guys. And that's the end of the main quest. Can't remember.
What do you need, friend?
Is our armor just in our inventory? I don't think so. I think we have to get it somehow. So we check our quest. So this is the last thing. Alright, so ordered a suit of Imperial Dragon armor for me. In gratitude to the service I rendered to the Empire during the Oblivion Crisis, it will be waiting for me at the armory in the Imperial Legion compound in 2 weeks. So you'll literally have to wait like 2 weeks in-game to get it. So, I will let you guys experience that yourselves. So, that is the end of the main quest of Oblivion Remastered. I hope you guys enjoyed this time that we spent with the game, and I gotta say, this was a real blast from the past for me. And with all the time that I spent in that game, and then I haven't played this game in, I don't know, a long time. I mean, I think that first year that I had the original game, I just played this thing to death. And then I went back to it here and there. But after Skyrim released, I never went back to this game until now. And I gotta say, I experienced a lot of bugs in this version of the game, a whole lot. But they did issue a patch that's supposed to fix a lot of these bugs that we've seen and experienced throughout this playthrough. So I don't know. I'll probably maybe eventually make a new character and do another playthrough just to see if the glitches that we experienced are taken care of. I imagine they are. I can't be the only one that experienced all of those weird glitches, and I know I wasn't for a lot of them because I had to get online and look it up and find out how to do it. Like the Oblivion Gate, just not even being there at, what was it called? What was this town? At Bravil. The Oblivion Gate was just gone. It just wasn't there. So I couldn't complete the quest. And that's like a main quest breaker. But it was easy to fix. You had to restart your Xbox console, and or if you're on PC, just close the game down, reload it, and then just reload your save, and it worked. It was just there. But I mean, it took me a while to figure out how to do it. So there was some kind of game-breaking bugs that I experienced, and luckily was able to overcome here and there to be able to progress through the main quest. And I imagine that they have like addressed most of these. They are going to issue another update. So this is update 1 of 2, and the next one is supposed to address performance, and both on consoles and PC. And so I am looking forward to that one, probably even more than the bug fix one. Just because there's a lot of like graphical glitches that I'm seeing that aren't game breaking, but they do like just kind of distract you. I think one of the biggest ones is when you're looking out at a lake and you have your sword out and you kind of like pan around, it leaves this weird ghosting of your sword in the water, and I just found that odd. And I think that's like a product of Unreal Engine 5 just not being very optimized for really anything except for like mainstream NVIDIA graphic cards, like the newest ones. If you had those in your PC, then I imagine you wouldn't be getting a lot of these graphical glitches. The other one was like this weird shadowing under trees, and it seemed to only happen at like certain times of day, and it's just really weird where it just seemed like underneath the trees would just like a dark shadow would just like pop in, and it was just unnaturally dark for the time of day. That happened to me a few times during this gameplay. So I'm really looking forward to see that next update that Bethesda is going to issue to address performance and graphics. So anyways, I've really enjoyed this. I'm very impressed with the level of detail that they the attention to detail that they gave to this remaster. I think that they went above and beyond. I think, there was all kinds of rumors around this game. Nobody knew exactly that they were doing it, but everybody kind of figured through the rumor mill that a remaster was happening. And I really thought it was cool that they announced it and offered it to us the same day. I wish that more game companies would do that. Just kind of like, instead of like building up hype and then making us wait another 3 to 6 months, I got to give it to them. They did it right. They announced it and then they gave it to us that same day, and I've been playing it ever since. So I'm going to continue to explore Cyrodiil on my own, and if you guys enjoyed this journey, give me a like, give me a subscribe. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing another massive playthrough like this. but I will be doing other gameplay footages. I will be doing more gameplay footage in my commentary on other games. I've got some lined up, and if you've looked at my other videos on the channel, I am really into like arcade machines, and I've just become a collector of video games. I don't collect everything. I only collect things that mean something to me. So if you're interested in that, check out my other stuff. I'm going to be doing a lot of like gameplay footage of some, you know, rare types of arcade games out there to put on your machines. And I'm also going to go through some console gaming. Is going to be another big part of what I do. So anyways, look forward to it. I'm eventually going to get a Nintendo Switch 2. Haven't been able to get one yet, but eventually I will, and we're going to do some Switch 2 gameplay. I'm saying a lot, but I've also, my favorite handheld gaming device is my Steam Deck, and I'm going to share like some of the games that I really enjoy playing on it. And as a dad, the Steam Deck really is an amazing device. So I have an Xbox, and I've got a Steam Deck, and I do have a gaming PC, but it's primarily used as a racing simulator. I do play other things on it, but it's set up as a permanent racing simulator. So my Steam Deck is like my primary way of playing PC games. And so what I did is I got an Xbox and I got a Steam Deck, and there's an app on there that allows me to stream my games from my Xbox to my Steam Deck, so I can even play while the kids are playing their games or watching their shows or whatever. If I just want to like just sit down, or I can just be chilling laying down in my bed at night, and I can connect to my Xbox and play some Oblivion or some Hogwarts Legacy. I've been playing that one lately. And also I've been playing Starfield, which has gotten a ton of hate. But I gotta tell you, I think that's a very underrated game. It's not Bethesda's best entry, and probably not the best new IP that they've decided to do. But I really think that Bethesda learned some things from doing Starfield, and I know there's going to be a sequel to it. They want it to be a good IP, and I think that the sequel is going to be everything that we wanted. But I think it's underrated because it's got a really interesting story, in my opinion. And even though there's a lot of open space, I think they do a really good job of like sending you on like this epic journey through the stars. And yeah, it makes this vast world feel kind of small, and I think that's where a lot of people like were turned off on it, is that they expected it to be this very vast open world and very populated open world. And if you've ever played any Bethesda game, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, they do a good job of like kind of giving you the illusion that it's very populated and very dense. But if you really look at like even this game and like Oblivion and Skyrim, you walk through their cities, and the ratio to people versus how big the cities are, and actually their cities are not that big, they're kind of small, and they just kind of like pepper them in a salt and pepper the NPCs in a strategic way to make it feel like it's a very populated and lived in world, which I think is great. You know, kudos for them for accomplishing it. But if you play other games like, you know, I don't want to speak of the like newer Assassin's Creed games. I haven't really been a huge fan of those, but like some of the earlier ones, I mean, you walk through a city and it is just populated, but it's just people running around. They don't really have like a destination in mind, but it looks cool. So I think, you know, we're all looking forward to Elder Scrolls 6, and this Oblivion Remaster, I think, is one way of Bethesda like giving us something to hold us over until they're ready to reveal it. And I personally think that they're going to reveal that thing, and in a similar way that they did Oblivion Remastered. And I don't think that we're going to have to wait much longer after they actually do the reveal. I don't think that we're going to see it this year, but I think that we're going to see it reveal next year. And I think that they're a lot further along in development of that game than any of us really think they are. I know there's a lot of speculation out there on it, but I think that Bethesda is learning some lessons that they shouldn't announce something too early. And I mean, like with this remaster of Oblivion, they literally didn't say anything about it, and then all of a sudden everybody's buzzing about it, you know, and then they do this reveal and now we're playing it. I really think that we're going to be seeing something like that with Elder Scrolls 6. And not only that, I think that it's absolutely just in the bag that they are going to do a remaster of Fallout 3. I think we're going to see that, and maybe even next year. If maybe not though. If they reveal Elder Scrolls 6 next year, we won't see a Fallout remaster until the following year, or even 2 years from now. But I think the next remaster is going to be Fallout 3. And I think the whole internet thinks that too. And then they're gonna, once they do that, they're gonna jump back to the Elder Scrolls, and they're gonna do Morrowind. I think they did Oblivion because Oblivion was easier to remaster than Morrowind is going to be. Morrowind has very little recorded dialogue. Most of the dialogue is just text, and if they're gonna do a remaster and they're gonna have it be up to snuff, they've got to do full voice acting for that game. So anyways, I've been rambling on about this stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was very fun to do. Join me for my other videos. And if you like this, give me a like, give me a subscribe. Whatever you do, comment. Anything that you do helps me out. And, you know, I'm a small channel, so anything you do is big for me right now. Alright, guys. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. And until next time, remember, stay rad and stay retro.